Meet luxury custom home builder Jorge Ulibarri. He builds million-dollar homes and he's got secrets to share. Watch Trade Secrets by Jorge.
Welcome back to another episode of Trade Secrets by Jorge. Our tour continues of Villa Sevilla, a 5,600 square foot Spanish Mediterranean home built by luxury home builder Jorge Ulibarri. Jorge, what are we going to see next?
Karen, a lot of our viewers have asked us for different ideas on how to design or enhance their bathrooms.
Okay.
There's a lot of things you can do with the floors and stonework. So why don't we head back inside and continue our tour?
All right.
Someone wrote on my Facebook page asking for affordable ideas on powder baths. This is one of my favorites.
It's beautiful.
The focal point here is this travertine base and the floating vanity. It gets its name because it looks like it's floating. It's not supported.
It's absolutely floating. That is beautiful.
This gets done on the framing stage. That's why it's key that this shows up on your drawings. That way your contractor or your builder can negotiate this with a framer. Otherwise, your framer will charge you for it.
Again, we can't stress enough the money-saving potential of proper planning. Now, as I'm looking around this powder bath, I see stone literally from the floor all the way up to the ceiling. Who does your stonework?
Karen, this gets done at the same time as the rest of the house floors get done. But what the installers do is they added these 4x4 travertines to the front of the vanity, as well as some 2x2 mosaics to complement the backsplash. If you look at the backsplash, it goes all the way from the vanity all the way to the ceiling, and we have an embedded mirror with some OG borders all the way around.
The way the mirror is embedded, it's seamless with the environment. Now, the sink that makes the floating vanity, any tips on where we can find something like this?
Actually, you can buy these online.
Oh.
Yes, you can find it on Amazon or on overstock.com. You can probably pay around $200. I found great deals. I once bought one for $120.
Well, we have another bathroom to see. We're going to visit the master bath, and on the way, we're going to cut to a shot of another floating vanity powder bath that Jorge has completed in one of his custom homes. We're here in the master bathroom of Villa Sevilla, and you can see all around you some of the same attention to detail that you'll find in other high-profile areas of the home. And of course, an extensive use of stonework again here in the master bath. Jorge, tell me about the design idea behind this.
Sure, Karen. What we have here is 18 by 18 travertine chisel edge on a light noche. We added some 4x4 inserts to spice it up a bit. We didn't want it to be overdone or too busy because we felt it would distract from the rest of the bathroom.
Sure. I know my eye is drawn to the Roman tub. I can just imagine like the whole spa experience here.
Sure. Well, when it comes to Roman tubs, I prefer to use round tubs rather than ovals because I think they add a lot of character. If you can see on this one, we added some mosaics on the front and on the steps. These mosaics complement our backsplash. If you can see that design on the back, I always encourage homeowners to get involved on that because there are many different stones they can pick, different sizes, different colors, different types, and it adds a little bit of their personality.
I think that's great that they can design their own backsplash, and this is actually carried over into the shower.
Sure. If you can see in the shower, what we did in the shower, we have the same design, so it complements the backsplash very well. If you look at the side of this door, on the entry, we have a 4-inch border, which we picked up from the same material we use on the floors. We also have some mosaics, which then match the back of that niche.
You've literally painted this room with stone. And I want you all to also take a look at some other pictures of master baths that Jorge has created in some of his custom homes. And you'll see some exquisite examples of the design potential of a master bath. Well, before we say goodbye to Villa Sevilla, we wanted to bring out one of its residents. This is Bosco. Now, Jorge, where are we headed next?
Karen, next I'm going to take you to a house I have under construction where they're installing the floors. We're going to look at different types of floors and installation techniques. I'm also going to share with you a secret which will save you thousands of dollars and will help you avoid your worst nightmare.
Well, I would love to bring Bosco along for the ride, but instead we're going to bring our cameras and talk to you along the way. Jorge, you probably get this all the time, but where's your accent from?
You know, Karen, I do get that all the time. I'm originally from Mexico City. You know, I'm very fortunate. I get to build the type of homes that I grew up in as a kid.
How did you get your start in construction? I mean, what brought you into the business of home building?
I started in commercial construction in the mid-1990s. I graduated from Florida Institute of Technology with a civil engineering degree. That's how I got started.
In today's economy, what are the challenges you face as a boutique custom home builder, especially in Florida?
In today's economy, not only you have to build a beautiful home with unique architecture, but you have to do it for the right price as well. I've always said it, it's easy to build $1 million home when you have the $1 million. But the challenge is to build $1 million home when you don't have the $1 million.
That is so true. It's so well put. Viewers need to realize that good taste doesn't have to be expensive. So we know this, but how do you as the builder achieve this $1 million home on a budget? What's the key?
It's actually pretty simple. You just gotta be able to put in the extra time. You gotta put the extra time to go and find all these details and elements that are gonna make that house unique. And not only that, you have to be able to pay the right price for them. So there's a challenge.
And when you pull it off, it's amazing to see. It all works in concert, from the faucets to the fixtures. Every single detail in your homes work together to create a masterpiece within a budget.
So here we are at longterm, a beautiful gated community. We're about 20 minutes from my office. It gets its name from the lake it surrounds. Today we have a great opportunity. I got one of my crew getting ready to start laying some travertine tile, and we'll get a sneak preview on how it gets done.
It's great because I am so curious to watch the process after seeing those beautiful floors in Villa Sevilla. I can't even imagine the kind of work that goes into it. Let's go.
Hi, Osman. ¿Cómo estás? Osman, this is Karen. Karen, this is Osman.
Hi, nice to meet you.
Karen, what Osman's gonna do today, he's gonna show us how to prep the floors prior to installing the travertine floors.
Okay, well, before we start, I have a question.
Sure.
This crack that I'm looking at in the foundation, is that okay? Is that pretty typical?
Karen, this is very typical. There's no way to avoid these types of cracks. These are cracks that come through the slabs and you will have them. Let me tell you something about these cracks. These are any homeowner's worst nightmares. If you let this crack get through your tile, you get these hairline cracks through your travertine. Once your house is done, you have all your furniture in, you'll have to pop up individual pieces of travertine and repair the floors.
So this is an easy repair?
If you do it properly, and if
Okay.
it gets repaired right, you wouldn't have that problem.
All right, well, show us what Osman can do.
Sure, absolutely. Osman, would you show us how to repair the cracks? All right, Osman, let me tell you what he did first. First, he cleaned the floors perfectly. Then, second, what he's doing, he's applying a special primer. If you can see, there's a bottle right there. We'll show it to you in a minute. And that's a product that goes prior to applying the membrane. The membrane, it's a peel and stick product that gets applied right on top of the primer. What this membrane is gonna do is gonna stop the crack from transferring into the travertine.
Oh, okay.
So once that's done, it takes about 30 minutes to let it dry before we start installing the travertine. Now, one extra step that I take, that really I've never seen anybody does this. This is a trade secret.
A trade secret,
An actual
okay.
trade secret. Is we add this wire mesh between the membrane and the travertine. And that's the ultimate security to guarantee no cracks through your travertine.
So that wire mesh gives the extra reinforcement. So the floor is prepped and ready for the tile. Can you show me what's going to go down here?
Absolutely. This is a travertine chisel edge.
Oh.
You can see the edge, how it's all chiseled. It gives a very rustic, old-world feel. And this is going to be an ashlar pattern, which means that it's made out of 4 different sizes of stone. So it gives it that old world when you have different pieces, and it just gives it a very nice pattern.
And what's the cost to do something like this?
This product's about $3 per square foot, and the installation is about $2, $2.50, depending on the size of the job.
Well, great job, Austin. And I tell you what, to wrap up,